Stadium in Tempe. And the Sun Devils will put total weather to crank us up. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Utah's offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circles. Catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Breaks away on the left. Made a defender miss. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback.
Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Coming out with it, it's Day. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Sun Devils offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Sun Devils just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. The give from the gun. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job of breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looking to scramble. It's complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! Great job by the back on the option. The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again.
Let me tell you something. When that guy goes in motion, alert, alert. He's a burner. I have to be 100% locked in and understand they can give him the football and he can burn. Great job by the defense being locked in on their keys and knowing that could be a possibility.
He's got it down the left side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Great job by the defense, forcing...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The give to the tailback. Looking for room at the 30. Oh, he's got some space.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll run play action. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. Know it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Sun Devils are on the move. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown, Arizona State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And offenses are majoring in this now, right? They know the jet sweep is a big part of what they do, how the defense is going to respond, and they're just going to give it to you over and over again, see what you do for it. Nice job by the defense. They didn't give up a big play, but they're always looking to set up that next play and how to attack the edges of a defense.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Flips it out in the flat. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The defense putting points on the board. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Power football with the run. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give on the option. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man down the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Arizona State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Whitaker. He slips and slides his way out to the 14. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Running to Green. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the... Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling.
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quickly complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Utes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wide open spaces. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They just dialed up 1 big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Finding an escape route. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. They've got him just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too.
A shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. 6th play of the drive coming up. Here comes the heat. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Here's the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Slings it downfield. He's got him wide open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And the Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Surging forward on the sneak. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the... three-yard line before he stopped. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him...
Turning it on! He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Utes send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in the practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Back to throw. It's Gibbs. Quarterback adapting. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Got some room in under the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. gives it on the option. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll move the wide receiver. They give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Can't connect on his first throw.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Makes the catch. It's Burr. Fights off a defender.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Carter. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Gets it past the marker. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. Fires it incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the move, he fires. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. The sure hands, it's Wall. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Utes have their offense in high gear. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Got room to work. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. They're trailing by 9 to Coastal Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Gibbs. The throw to the outside is complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, a big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add them.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing